Okay, Rose, I am taking you finally coming back here. This is the first time I've been back here since I left many, many years ago. My old grade school, All Saints. I spent 3 years here right before high school. Uh, Shortly after I came to Richmond, I spent a few years in public school in Richmond, I think 2 or 3, and then I spent 3 years here at All Saints, which was St. Paul's at the time I first went. Then they merged with another school. It's changed a little bit around here. We used to have a lot of trees and stuff over where you're looking now. But like I said, I think I said this in another video, they're doing renovations here. You see the bottom part of the building, that used to just be parking for cars, and during recess, as they called it back then, we used to hang out under there and hang out in the yard and, just play like kids play, I guess. This is kind of the neighborhood that this school is in. They call it Ginner Park. It's kind of like Bellevue, pretty much. Bellevue and Ginner Park were kind of put together around the same time at just different parts of the area. This is closer to the city than Bellevue is, but this is where this is where the as you may know, this is where the girls started creeping out again after many years of repression. And then of course I repressed it in high school, but this is where it started creeping out again. And this is kind of I liked the girls here, but I also wanted to be one of them. If that makes any sense. We didn't have this gate here, this fence or stuff here when I was here, so it's changed a little bit, but I did remember my way here. I did remember how to get here. It's kind of funny coming back after all these years and just seeing it and being in the neighborhood. I used to walk here most of the time. Sometimes my brother would drop me off, or my mother. But when I lived in my mother's house or my grandmother's house where I'm at now, I walked here all the time. It was about a mile or two home, and it was always a pleasant little walk. And I came here in the mornings, and in the evenings I walked home and walked here in the mornings, and I stopped by Bellevue Bakery and got some coffee and bakery goods, and then I would come to class here and spend the day. That building in front of you is the gym and cafeteria and assembly area, and then the classrooms are over there where you're looking now. They used to have a real big house right in the center here. I don't know how it got here or what it was used for, but it was there for many years, and then they tore it down right after I came here. It was here for about a year being stripped clean, and then they tore it down. So for a long time there was just, well, you see that playground, there was just a blank spot where the house was, and we just kind of, they didn't use it for anything really. But I'm just gonna walk you around here and give you a feel for the neighborhood and the way it was when I was here. It hasn't really changed all that much, the neighborhood. It's still a kind of a stately neighborhood, like some of the neighborhoods around here. And it was always quiet and peaceful. This is a new sign they have for the school. But like I said, we didn't have a brick fence there or anything. You just walked right on in. And, cars didn't usually park here either. It's just bare pavement. And they parked underneath the building. And we would play in the parking lot and stuff. But this is where I found the 6-pack of beer behind the building. And me and some friends found it. We drank it and got caught by the Sister Betty. She was running the school at the time. And she could have thrown us out for that, but she gave us a stern talk, and we kind of got out of getting kicked out. But it was kind of funny. We had this fad at the time of bringing beer to class and drinking it during lunch. And I don't know how that got started. I didn't do it much, but the other kids would. But I did find that beer that time. Also behind this building, I used to dig in the trash sometimes, and I found a cheerleading catalog, and I was in heaven. Oh, I wanted one of those uniforms so bad, and it was so funny. But this is where it all started, really, before high school. This is the first step into adulthood, between adulthood and childhood. So it's kind of interesting coming back and seeing where I was, I guess almost 30 years ago it's been. So, been a long time, but some things change and some things don't. The memories come back, so it's just funny to be back here and being my little be girl back here, be cowgirl back here like I wanted to be back then. So, anyway. I'll show you some shots of me too, against the school backdrop, just for fun. I'll walk out the other entrance. So now I'm gonna walk through here and just see it one more time while I'm out here. This is right down from the thrift store, by the way. It's on Chamberlain Avenue. It's like about a mile from the thrift store, so that's kind of why I stopped by here too, because it's right on the way, and I've been kind of meaning to come here and capture a little of my childhood and show it to you for your curiosity, and see where I've been in my life over the years. It's weird coming back. It's kind of weird, I don't know, but it's kind of enjoyable to come back and see where I was a long time ago. Right? I never had any problems here. I like this school, and I got a good upbringing here. It was a hell of a lot better than public schools. In fact, the reason I came here was because I had such a horrible experience at public middle school. So I got into this private school, and they didn't put up with shenanigans, and it was a much smaller school, much more personal. And, it was just a lot different from the public system that is around, especially around here. So I was happy to come here, spend my days learning. This is where I had my first crush or two. There was a girl named Karen Lambers that was real cute that was here, and she disappeared after the first year when they merged the school. And then there was Janine. She was another little crush. A lot of people had a crush on her. She was this little short blonde girl. She lived down the street on the Brook Road, kind of on the way to the coffee shop. And she was here all the way to the second year, and then her family moved to Maryland, so she wasn't here the last year. I kind of missed her. I liked her. One time I ran into her walking down the street, and she smiled at me, and I almost melted. I didn't think she would like me, but she just smiled. She was a nice girl, and I never really got to know her though. But she was one of the girls, and there was another girl, and there was another two girls I liked. I can't remember their names. They stayed here for 2 years and left. And then there were two girls here that were here for a year or two that seemed to like me for some reason. I don't know why. I was so embarrassed and shy. One time front of us in the back of a pickup truck. These two blonde girls. They were real cute girls, and they were waving and making all this noise. They knew it was me, and I was so shy, I wanted to cower down. It was so damn funny. I don't know why I remember that so much, but it was hilarious. I don't know whatever became of them either, but you know, I had a good time here. So. Anyway, I don't want to go babble on and on about all this stuff. I know I'm sending you all these damn videos. You're going to be knowing the story of my life for the rest of your life. It's going to be so much stuff to watch, but I hope you get a little tickle out of it. I'm doing this just because I love doing these videos. You know, I like to give you a little piece of me and you know, practice doing videos and stuff too. So that's kind of why I do it. But anyway, I finally did come back to homeroom, by the way. For me, most of my time here was on this side of the building that you can see in the background. I had 3 different homerooms on that side of the building. I can't remember all the teachers' names right now. They'll probably come to me later. I had 3 different homeroom teachers, and we would switch classes between all these teachers during the course of the day. Each teacher would teach something different, but they also kept a homeroom too for you know, like the beginning and end of the day, and for the particular class that they taught. So, anyway, this is the neighborhood again, where I kind of was at the time. So there you have it, a little piece of my childhood. I'm digging deep into my childhood and reclaiming little bits and pieces, at least on video, and doing it as a girl, which is kind of funny too. But so it is, Zoe Sophia. All right, Rose, this is the little shopping center I told you that I would come to on my way to school over there at All Saints. It's changed quite a bit since back in that day. They used to have a Buy Right grocery store where you're looking right now. It was an old-fashioned 50s grocery store. I used to like it just because it had that old retro flavor to it. The bakery is in that building you see there with the pink siding. That's not there anymore either. It's a fancy Italian place, but it used to be the Bell Bakery, and I would stop there every morning and sometimes in the evening and get coffee and some biscuits, or not the kind of biscuits you know, but biscuits, and I would get some bakery goods and make my way to school. And now they got all this sort of trendy stuff here. As you can see, the big black kitty, I don't know what his name is, or her name, I bet you it's a he. Anyway, she's fat, or he's fat. But this is the little Bellevue shopping center. It's been here for years. Where you see the CVS, that used to be a independent drugstore that was known for its I think it was its milkshakes. They had a certain kind of shake, I forget what it was called, but it was known for that. And people would go there. They had a lunch counter, and it was just an old-fashioned drugstore. It was here all the way up into the 90s, and then the old man died, and they sold it. It was a pharmacist that owned it. There it is. You can see it a little bit better. But he owned it, and it was called Willie's. That's what they called it, Willie's. And it was there for years. I had never really went in there much because I didn't really have a reason to, but it was there. And like I said, this is Bellevue, actually. This is Bellevue Avenue, and you can see what it kind of looks like. And you know, it's always been a little busy shopping center. Even today, it gets pretty good business. With the pandemic, there's not many people here. As you can see, the parking lot is clear. It's usually packed. you don't have something going on. But I just wanted to show you what it's kind of like here. So give you an idea. I would go there and then I'd walk up this street and walk up Brook Road or Chamberlain Avenue, usually Brook because Chamberlain was always kind of cruddy. So I would walk up there and walk to school. As you can see me now, I have changed quite a bit since that day. If I had my way that day, I would be in my little plaid Catholic school jumper that the girls wear, and I would be a girl. But that didn't happen, of course. So anyway, it's kind of funny coming down here and remembering all those things, the bakery and everything that used to be here. I've never been in that fancy Italian place, but it's supposed to be really good. They have a little green grocery here. You would probably like the green grocery. That's been here for a long time. It's something new. I don't know what this classic touch cleaning, I don't know what they do in here. But you walk shortly up the way here, and you end up going to the coffee shop, Stir Crazy, in that little shopping center up there. And that's been there forever too. That's always, they had a movie theater there that my mother used to go to when it was still a movie theater. And they had little shops and stuff there too. And it's still there. It still has restaurants mostly. A couple of little fancy shops. But with the pandemic going, it's not much going on. So, everything's staying retail-wise. Anyway, let you see me with my makeup. Tell me if I look halfway decent or not. I put a little blush on. I used a little lipstick and rubbed it in like blush since I was having a real blush. So I don't know if it looks good or not. I did my eyebrows a little bit with the shave and thin them out. And I didn't get them quite right, but they're just too damn bushy. I wanted my girls' eyebrows. So I'm trying to figure out how to get them like that without ruining them and messing them up more than they already are. So anyway, but it's fun coming out and being early, visiting some of my old childhood memories, and just making another video for you to keep you busy watching Zoe Sophia transform into the girl she is. So there you have it, Rose. There you have it, the cowgirl, Zoe Sophia.